Hello and welcome, everybody, as we are here for the fourth week of the CEA Valorant Fall tournament that we have going on for charity. Kenobi is joining me here today. We had the pre-show yesterday, and now we're going into the show today. A little bit of a substitute again. We had a couple different casters so far over the course of this Swiss bracket, but I mean, I'm stoked to be here again with you, Kenobi.
Me too, and I'm joining you guys at the halfway point of this season between all of these wonderful corporations. And for the game that we have today, Rich, neither of them have wins. But in the pre-show, we had some trash talk, coming in from Seek and Destroy. They're coming. They said they're coming for Easy Gamers, and Easy Gamers were just like, "Hey, man, we have jerseys. We're all ready to go." So I cannot wait to see what both of these teams pull out in terms of their play, in terms of their picks and agents. It's going to be a blast. And we're going to Bind, which is IMO, the best map in the game. I don't think that's like a controversial take, is it? Like, I think that's like,
No,
if you had to
it's really
ask.
not.
Yeah.
That's the most combined agreement, and then also with Ascent being the worst one to go on. So it's kind of like, I think
See,
everybody has.
I think Split's the worst. I hate
Really?
Split. And I don't know
Okay.
if it's just like I have I'm like scarred from what happened the last time like Split was like really bad like before they made any of the
Maybe
changes, and I'm just so bitter now. I'm just like
you just have
nothing can
negatives.
change it, right? Yeah, yeah. It's like a girlfriend who like really did you wrong, or like a significant other, and then you can't go back. You just can't go back anymore.
How dare you, partner? You've scarred me for
Yeah.
life. Well,
I had
moving into this now, I'm pretty sure that one of these teams are not going to be scarred for life, but they're going to be just like, man, like this was our chance to take a win, and that's what we're going to have. Again, as you said, Easy Gamers and Adaptive Seek and Destroy coming out here today to see who can claim that first win, since they are at a both 0-4 score. As we enter in onto this map, we're going to see, as you can take a look here, it's going to be Easy Gamers on the the defensive side, with Adaptive Seek and Destroy on the attack. So again, Easy Gamers on the defense as we do take a look at this. And, honestly, with what we've seen the weeks prior, we've seen a lot of Breach that just recently came through. But one thing I'm focusing on right now is that, one, both of these teams have Brimstone, and they also have a Sage.
And there's also Reyna, which is it's just like it is a mishmash of heroes that we don't necessarily expect to see in these matchups so far. But I guess that's really what's the beauty of this tournament style and these corporations, that they play a lot to their comfort. And I mean, both of these teams, at least for Easy Gamers' sake, you can already see that they're running the double smokes, so they have a little bit more of that presence of control. But you see Seek and Destroy, they're tunnel stinking in right now. They are using all of those smokes just to run.
Absolutely. A 5-stack rushing in. Flish leading the way with the kill. Baby Turtle going to also peek and watch that corner, as now you force this rotation from Easy Gamers. Taking a teleport has been sought out. Flesh now going to sustain, also using that Leer early to make sure that they've got some block. But this wall also blocking off Puka so that nobody can rotate through, even with taking the teleport. Numbers advantage for Adaptive Seek and Destroy, and they're cleaning up quickly here to look to take this first round with quite an easy fashion.
I mean, Cracker Barrel is still alive on that Reyna, and you gotta be careful about Reyna's in pistol round. It's just up to them right now. They get one, but they don't get the soul. That's gonna be unfortunate for Cracker Barrel's clutch, and it's going to be Seek and Destroy taking a first win on our attacking side. As you can see, already looking pretty decent in that economy. And I mean, Argentinian Fox is just going straight for it, man. He's just like, look, I've gotten some kills. I want to play with a good gun now. No more classics for me. No more ghosts. I want a good gun. And he's taking up the Spectre right now. So for Easy Gamers, it looks like they're probably going to save here, or they should realistically. And then for Seek and Destroy, they're kind of saying, look, we're going to win this second round, most likely because of our gun advantage. And then maybe we're just going to sack the third round. But even at that point, we'll still be pretty good with our economy because we'll be on a roll. So I like this decision coming out from Seek and Destroy, and it looks like they're going to take a hard hit onto the B site. And as you can see, for Seek and Destroy, two of their members are at A, or for Easy Gamers, two of their members are at A. So this is a very, very uneven fight here on this point.
Once again, rushing in. Molly going to lead here. Again, that's the focus player that we were talking about in the interview yesterday to keep an eye on as the Brimstone play. There's already a decent dart, though, to come out to get some intel. Cracker playing inside of that smaller cubby segment, but does get some decent shots. Does manage to actually get the pickup here from that defensive position. Easy Gamers, but is evenly equalized with Pock from that Sage play. Cracker's still going to maintain. There's a lot of smoke. Goes actually for the defuse here. A little bit open in position. A very aggressive and overzealous play and is punished for it. And even with this Marshall not getting that one-shot hit potential, there's still a lot of use coming through with the double. A triple comes through by Baby Turtle. And, you know, you may not need an operator when you're going against Baby Turtle because that Marshall's doing a fine job of it.
And I'm really liking these executes so far that I'm seeing from Seek and Destroy. Molly was someone who, when we talked with Flish, was like, this is someone to look out for because they're actually good. Which, you know, I mean, sometimes you gotta give props to the rest of your team. And for Molly, the way they've been executing with those smokes, cutting off those sight lines, and just doing those really fast plants, I've been liking that so far from what I've seen from Seek and Destroy. And for Easy Gamers, they now have guns to play with, so this should be a round where they have some more tools to work with. They have their utility, full buys, all available for them. But again, we're going to have to see what Seek and Destroy is going to do on this attack. They have been hard targeting that B side most of the time, but Smarmy takes out Baby Turtle. That's a good pick to start things off right at mid.
Yeah, and they really, and again, we got to give them more credit, especially with how the interview went with Smarmy yesterday. Just the knowledge of the game style, even though they look to play more for a casual purpose and just for fun, they're still very knowledgeable about the mechanics of this game, and being able to hold going in for a bigger buy on this third round has really benefited them. Now they get the early pick, having the numbers advantage, and at this point, you're putting Easy Gamers now in a good position, and Adaptive have to be very careful how they press onto this. They've changed their trajectory, looking more towards that A site, having the 3 with still the Cypher sticking close to B, potentially to just really be a nuisance or a harass. Cracker going to be able to evade quickly, throws out the Leer, looks for a pick around the corner, by where the teleporter is, but can't seem to find as much value. And now you've got the triple smokes coming through by the Brimstone. Adaptive holding on to it, and Pock moves through the... Wow, Showers getting the pick and going to get a decent heal to keep going with the spike going to be now planted, Kenobi.
And these smokes again from the Brimstone doing so much work in terms of just zoning off the members of Easy Gamers. It's a 2v3 right now. Smarmy doing their best to go through mid. Oh, we see Yellow Kick. Oh, he has to. You gotta hit those if you're a Yellow Kick. That's an unfortunate one. An easy kill, unfortunately, not going to be there for him. 1v3 scenario right now. Can Yellow Cake pull this out? They know he's here, right, in Cubby. This should be a kill. Oh, he does trade back. Yellow Cake, maybe it's possible.
Oh.
It's not. No. Unfortunately, no.
Yeah, when you're at that low of a health, it's such a risky play. But honestly, again, like one of the biggest benefits here is Easy Gamers found that early pick and was still able to play very well. It's just the difficult challenge is how long Easy Gamers waited to see what Adaptive Gaming was going to do. And Adaptive Gaming played that patiently, very, very well to switch to that point A.
Yeah, I mean, even that you mentioned it, like the first pick was gone, and then usually a lot of teams I'll see sometimes just get flustered, like especially me, because when I'm in ranked and I just see a 4v5 situation, I'm just like, okay, it's doomed. I'm not very glass half full kind of person. But for the Seek and Destroy, credit to them, they were just like, okay, we know that we can just play this a little bit slowly. And now again for Easy Gamers, it still comes a little bit difficult for them. You can see they're all on pretty not great buys here, and Smarmy's going to get taken down. Almost gets him with the cheese with the shorty, but unfortunately doesn't end up working out for them. And this should be a pretty nice execute right here for Seek and Destroy.
Well, especially when you've got the operator. Adaptive made sure to save for that buy. The jet op is huge, especially with how we've already seen the Marshall gain value, and now you've got that one-shot potential going to carry into this. You still have Cracker managing to get one here onto Molly, keeping it up, with now Flesh going to change the tides and goes in aggressively, a little bit too aggressively, though. And you've got Umbrella at least taking down Flesh, so there's no longer having that very hyper-aggressive and sustainable agent. And at this point, there's a nice slow opportunity for Easy Game to rotate around, but there's a tall order on the shoulders of Umbrella. Looks to try and peek. The Sage play is there from Pock, and honestly, I'm really finding it interesting how Sage is holding its own right now, and with such a sporadic play across this map.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird that I'm casting the games where Moxie isn't here and Sage is being played on both sides, because they'd be very happy to see Sage on both of these compositions. And I think it does offer, like, again, we talked about it a little bit yesterday on the pre-show. I think Sage's best attribute currently is the wall and the slow. Heal is been nerfed to the ground so much where it's not really like a key ability anymore. So I think when you use those walls correctly to really just section off points of that area of that bomb site to really just make things a living hell for anyone trying to defend. And you see Another slow execute from Seek and Destroy. I really like how patiently that they're playing this, but it's going to be a trade out here from the Reynas.
Yeah, and honestly, the res is going to come through, though. Again, the critical utility of the Sage, having it on adaptive, so it's back to a 5 versus 4. Easy Gamers has to play this perfectly with the double smokes coming through, especially on truck, blocking any sightlines. The wall now immediately after to follow. An exchange comes through. Smarmy goes down. Flish gets the pickup. So it's this consistent flow, but Yellow Cake manages to get one. Looks for a second one here. Does get it with the assistance now of Umbrella. This is a chance now for Easy Gamers to collab onto it. Another one comes through by Umbrella. They were saying they were hoping to just get one win, and this is a close opportunity for them, but there are still 2 of 3. Very, very low for Easy Gamers. The op comes through by Baby Turtle. A smoke needs to come out to try and block this. The second one from Baby Turtle. Can the third get another? And it's going to be Umbrella pressing forward. Has to go for the spike diffuses. It's going to be the Brimstone in the back. Molly going to look to sprint away. It's not going to be enough time. It might be, but no, the attackers take the kill. Oh my goodness.
And they get a very patient, slow execute from Seek and Destroy that works out wonderfully for them. Molly, again, with these smokes, has been pretty on point so far, just making life absolutely miserable for the sites of Easy Gamers. And even though Cracker Barrel is having some decent frags, Flish seems to be winning out so far in the Reyna 1v1, all things considered. As you can see, Easy Gamers still not in the greatest position when it comes to their buy. But if they can win here, they can stop the bleeding a little bit. So they need to start winning, I'd say, here before it really starts to get out of hand in terms of their economy and just the scoreline in general. Because it's already 0-5. And you can see Umbrella just waiting patiently here. I like that they're playing a long sight line with the Ghost because I've seen too many people play very up close with the Ghost. And, you know, if you have a Ghost, just play the longer sight line. You have the advantage that way. And ooh, Smarmy waiting. Oh, what a flick! That was nice. Yeah, good job,
that was
Smarmy.
a nutty flick. Smarmy's gonna be putting that in the reel. That was definitely not a calm and casual play. That was a high intense flick of the wrist. As you've got now adaptive.
That was the jerseys.
Right? That was the jerseys. It was the ooh, jersey plays coming through right now. Numbers advantage. You do have, though, Argentinian Fox forcing out the ultimate, but doesn't manage to get as much intel. Here is that conclusive point of where we could see it start to switch, but Baby Turtle with the ultimate. The daggers primed and ready to get an elimination. This is a challenge for 1 versus 4. It does start to take down 1, but you are very low. 29 HP, double kill comes through, almost gets the triple, but thankfully you've got Easy Gamers following through and shutting down the sole remaining member to allow them to get a point on the board.
Hey, mad respect though for Baby Turtle for going for that. Like 1v4, throwing the knives out. You know you can do it. He got 2 kills, but unfortunately the last one or the last couple not going in his favor there was a little bit too low health, and a nice little thrifty from Easy Gamers there to get their first point. So I talked about it. This was the moment where they really needed to stop the bleeding, and they do so. Now they can reset their economy a little bit. They also have an operator in their inventory. So things looking a lot better now for Easy Gamers that they won that round. And you can already see Smarmy making the operator work very well, getting that hit onto Flish. And now we're going to see Seek and Destroy make some more of those very patient plays, but they're all going towards B. And the members at A should know this now.
The one thing I'm concerned about is this patient play is now going to start being a detriment to adaptive. Their aggressive play gained a lot more resolve, but now that you've got Easy Game in the back with this operator, along with a solid defensive position, already taken down 2, adaptive has to play this very carefully. Molly does manage to get one onto Smarmy, which is big because you take away the operator. Wall going to come up as well by Easy Gamers to sever off that side of elbow if anybody does look to play that corner. Yellow Cake, though, looking for another takedown. But Cracker takes it first here. Barrel. So you've got Fox Place sneaking through the doorway. Doesn't get the kill. But all the while, you actually have Easy Games picking up another map here. They should be feeling pretty confident about this, saying that they would be happy taking 1 round. But now they've taken 2.
Easy Gamers, yeah, yesterday they were just like, oh, if we get 1 or 2 or 3 rounds, we feel pretty good. They're feeling good, and now you can bring that momentum of feeling good into the game, and it looks like they have. And if you're on Seek and Destroy side right now, I think you need to be very careful about that operator, especially because you're going in with a very low buy right now. I like that there is this aggressive peek from the Omen because he should know that there isn't any money on the enemy side, so he can just take this aggressive peek here after he paranoias. see if anyone's going to get caught out, and Molly ends up doing so.
Peeking into the op, just enough funds, and if anything, probably picked it up before the round was over when the Sage Wall dropped to secure it. And being able to keep that operator for especially how expensive it just became, that extra 500 credits is really key to keep that weapon, and it's going to allow this early engagement opportunity for Easy Gamers. But again, here's Adaptive playing very, very slow and methodical. This is now where the tides shift, as you said, and because Adaptive is having to play more reactively versus pressing the attack, especially when you're down a person, this is going to start leading into favor of Easy Gamers. Lear comes out, but a nice back pedal coming from Easy Gamers to not find themselves caught out in the open. Omen looking for an opportunity to find a pick potentially in the backside and relocates. And you've got Easy Gamers knowing that this change up is happening over by A. This is now all 4 members from Easy Gamers looking to collapse onto this. But again, slow, methodical play, Kenobi, and that operator just misses that shot, though.
And they're actually going to try and go back to B. Well, they were going to try, but then they got caught on the way. But you can see, actually, they are making that switch all the way over to B, which is actually a play that I really like because they know the operator's on A. They know there's no one at B, so now you just take it to B. You're going to get a free plant here. There's no one. Ooh. Now they know, though, but the plant is still yours.
Yeah, plant is still yours, but again, quick response. You've got Smarmy specifically going, but needs some assistance. Again, has the operator and does not want to risk losing this in these close quarters. Argentinian Fox goes down by Cracker Bargle on that back line position into Hookah. And now it's only just these, and the fact that you've also got Jet very low here is a benefit. Baby Turtle taking that hookah position, gets some decent shots. Nice peek there coming out around the corner, cleaning it up, and now taking another map here, closing the gap, making it a 3-5.
And I think, again, for Easy Gamers, they've been doing a good job of making sure that they understand those rotates coming out from Seek and Destroy. Seek and Destroy have been playing very slow, and especially in a round where it is a thrifty and you have an advantage, those plays like the Omen being very aggressive at the start, just peeking out through mid, you don't normally expect to see operators there just wide swing out of mid, but when you have Paranoia and you have the advantage with your gun, it's obviously something that you can do. And as you can see with Seek and Destroy's economy right now, not in the greatest of places, and they're going all in on Baby Turtle getting the op. He's actually going to sell it instead, so they are keeping some of their just their regular economy in the bank for themselves for this next fight. But they do. That's a super good smoke, though, to make sure Smarmy. Okay, well, doesn't matter if you just, you know.
Okay. Blind shot coming in my Smarmy. All right, just flaunting it off, looking for another, but Baby Turtle gets one of their own, making it a 4-4. Spike has instantly been planted, and this is how we saw Adaptive be able to take advantage in these earlier rounds aggressively, and it's now starting to work out for them once again. Poc does get the res to make it a numbers advantage once again. 3 remaining here for Easy Gamers with this rotation. One's still going to maintain that window position. Cracker Bargle gets another. Really, this Reyna play in the front line, aggressively managing to sustain and keep pressure onto Adaptive, is actually working out very well with these double smokes. Looking to peek out, gets another. Here comes a return, though. And honestly, with this number of exchanges, Smarmy with this operator has to find the shot. Ooh. Does get it, now needs the other, but the time is running short. Can the spike manage to be touched in time? Argentinian Wolf peeks the corner, manages to get it. Should grab the teleporter, comes up shy, but it doesn't matter. You are still at 6-3 and feeling good.
A little bit unfortunate there that they weren't able to get the op and save it, but not looking too bad in terms of Seek and Destroy in the scoreline. 6-3 right now. Obviously, they had a very good start to the game where it was 5-0 at one point, but Easy Gamers has brought it back. Easy Gamers, again, their economy, very good position. Smarmy can just buy another operator, where, again, if you look at Seek and Destroy, their economy's not in a very good place. They have some baby buys, Build-A-Bear buys here, and not really in the greatest of places. They're going to have to be very careful about these sight lines of Smarmy, and I do not think they know there's an operator right here. Yep, Lear. Good. That was really good. That was really good. Really good shoulder peek there. Now they know the Omen's there. They know the Omen's the one who has the operator, and they can play around this very slowly, make sure that they have all of their ducks in a row before they try and engage onto this.
And Baby Turtle also being very careful. Lear comes out, blocking the sideline. Almost gets countered there, but nice maneuver. Smarmy waiting for it. Oh my goodness, the flick! We are seeing it consistently. And honestly, once again, slow play, very methodical. Information gathering, very clutch. The follow through just coming up short, where Adaptive is just being outmaneuvered by this honest gunplay right now, which Easy Gamers said they were just really trying to focus on. We just got to out gunplay the enemy.
Yeah. I mean, it's working because, again, that wasn't like a bad setup from Seek and Destroy there. Baby Turtle is going to get smarmy, but it won't realistically matter. They're going to keep the operator as well. And Easy Gamers in a position where, again, we talked to them yesterday. We talked to Smarmy, and he's like, we're happy if we get just, 1 or 2 games. They've got 4 games or 4 rounds right now in their back pocket. And as they're going to be the ones going into offense, they're in a pretty decent position if they can win this next round. And then you can possibly go into the halftime with 6-6 and be tied.
And that's a good opportunity to really, because I mean, let's look at that economy again. You're looking at the fact that you still have the operator. They have consistently, for Easy Gamers, always been able to recoup that every round, even with Smarmy getting taken down, and that's so vital.
The Jet has the the ult does not end up working, but they should be able to get a gun out of this since they did get that trade. So there is a rifle on the side of of Seek and Destroy on this attack now, and it's Molly who has it. Again, doing the same thing. Very standard plant coming in from this Omen Brimstone player. Now you can move it back because Brimstone has the ultimate, so you can just camp this in a position where you can play a little bit back towards your own spawn or your own safe area, and then once the defuse comes in, you can throw that ultimate on top of it directly.
And you've got Smarmy pushing in. Nice paranoia to try and collapse onto the Sage. Needs to find the mark. Does come up short. Flish going to get a double here with that and manages to pick off the remaining members. Still keeping a consecutive lead, at least now moving forward, or convincing lead over before this last round ends.
And we see, again, the economy for both these teams pretty good. I think they can all full buy for this last round, except for Umbrella, who has to get a Spectre, unfortunately for them, but everyone else looking pretty decent. Argentinian Fox also, unfortunately, not going to be able to get a rifle. But this is the last round, and we just look at the scores here. Cracker Barrel been pretty phenomenal so far on this Reyna, and as we know, Rich, Reyna is one of those characters where you literally need to get kills to make her character work. And when you're getting 15 kills, it looks pretty good, but oh, Smarmy, they have no idea he's over here.
Oh, and does it get the double? The spray starts to get a little wide there, but it is still, again, a numbers advantage. And you've got this entire team from Easy Gamers rotating, knowing that there is 5. That intel is absolutely critical to obtain. Argentinian on the front has to tuck tail and hide because Yellow Cake is there for the pickup. A drop down from Smarmy, a little bit aggressive. The Empress comes out by Adaptive, Seek and Destroy, which at least gets 1, but is taken out immediately after by Cracker Barrel. That counterpart on the Reyna play looks to now collapse on the final member. You've got the Cypher, only individual remaining in that garden area as the collapse comes through.
He's dipping.
He's dipping, but he's looking for a couple.
They're gonna spawn in front of him.
Oh no! Is the intel there? Are they gonna even bother? The spike isn't. The spike's not there, so it's
he doesn't have spike. You just let him. You camp the port. You camp just the entrance of the portal. Well, he's gone now. So, but you just sit here and hold the spike. It's a 3v1 situation. Argentinian Fox did manage to get a rifle, but he's running. They should know this is an easy kill. Yeah,
I'm going for it, Holmes.
He was running.
Yep.
He was just like, I gotta get there. But switching sides now, 7-5. So Easy Gamers. I mean, again, they were just like, oh, we just want to win one round. Nope, 5 rounds. Pretty close first half. It didn't look close at the start at all, but they brought it back somehow, and that's always something good to have in a team where you don't just look at a 5-0 scoreline and just be like, it's doomed. You have the ability to say, okay, we can make a game out of this still, and they were able to do so.
And that's the exciting part about the Swiss format when you go over these, 8 weeks. The first couple were, very one-sided. Now we start getting into the middle of it where you're starting to put teams that are really on par with one another, start going head-to-head, getting intense moments like this, the back-and-forth energy. It's how it was last week, now going into this week. And it's exciting to see as we have this swap of sides, as you said.
And again, I'm going to be looking out for these smokes from both these players and a very standard execute here coming out from both of these teams. But Kayleen goes down a little bit too early, and Baby Turtle and the rest of Seek and Destroy have an advantage in terms of the numbers here. But anything can happen with Pistol Reyna, except when the Reyna goes down, And this is looking like Seek and Destroy might flawless this one, Rich.
Yeah, honestly, they played a really, really great pistol round earlier, and they've managed to do the same here. And I think that's just because of, you know, their coordinated play and also their ability to utilize the pistol round. And oh, the chase is real. Yellow Cake just wants some frosting. There we go. It's the frosting.
What is your
Sprinkle.
favorite type of cake, Rich? Like,
Oh,
if you had to
man.
pick. So
My
mine's easy. Mine's
favorite-
just red velvet. Like off the bat, red velvet easy.
Okay,
like,
so
it's not even close.
there's this bakery that's by me where it is a cannoli cake. So it's got like
That
so
sounds
good.
amazing.
It's so amazing. I get it every birthday. I literally don't care if it's the most repetitive thing ever, but it's so amazing. It's just got this really nice sponge cake. Okay, we gotta stop before I'm gonna go get one today.
Your Italian side is showing a little bit there, Rich.
A little bit, just a little. And as you see these two pushing in, we're going to maybe see if we get a little bit of early pickups, but playing a little bit more hesitant. You've got Molly now on the outside looking down B long. A collapse comes through. Pock manages to take one, though, on adaptive. So they're looking for another one. Pock comes up with the triple.
Pock.
Yeah, Pock is popping off as a... Oh, my goodness. Just stop it, Pock. I mean, Smarmy now with the shotgun and a dream through the smoke, just saying, I got to hit something.
And the best part about that for Seek and Destroy in terms of just their economy is that they didn't buy. That was a save round for them. I mean, there was a Marshal and a Scout that was on the ground, but all things considered, now they can start to be in a pretty good position when it comes to their economy. I mean, you see Flish is buying, still has 2,400 credits left over. They get to buy next round. Same with Pock. They get to buy next round. It's a pretty decent situation for them. Double operators on the offense too. I mean, on the defense rather. They're going for blood right now, and I'm very scared for Easy Gamers. They do not. I don't know if they know that there's going to be anything like this happening.
No, I mean, well, at least there is some early intel knowing that the tripwire was there. You had a response from Easy Game to pick that off. But again, double operator this early in these rounds. Gets one Argentinian, a little vulnerable though. Does manage to peek out of the way for the reload, so it doesn't get taken down. Smoke's going to come out as well. Actually, you're going to have the Omen smoke committed too with Easy Gamers pressing forward now. Molly going to go for the aggro. They're just swapping sides through the
ships
smoke.
in the night.
It's the shenanigans of the game, my friends, and they still don't see the other.
Wait, he's home. He sees him.
Molly gets the pickup. Oh my goodness. All I'm hearing in the background is
Oh. I cannot believe Molly got away with that. That's actually unreal, that the timing where they just went through the smoke like ships in the night passing each other, and Molly ends up finishing the round off with a 3K and Seek and Destroy. Kind of what we saw at the start of the game. It's a little bit second verse, same as the first, as they are firmly in the driver's seat. They're on a roll, 3 wins in a row, and for Easy Gamers, it's getting down to crunch time for them. They seem to be buying here. At least Umbrella's going for the Guardian and the full armor, but I would want to save if I were them.
Or even a partial buy.
Like, yeah, even like a baby buy. Like, I mean, realistically here, you are going down against 10. So if you lose the next one, you're at 11, and then it's a very difficult position for you. As you can see, Baby Turtle just holding this angle with the operator. They should know that there's someone up here with an op based off of the last round, and that's a good smoke to negate the sight lines right there. And I think you start to rotate now, especially because you have Cypher, who can, you know, if they go back, you're just like, okay, I have tripwires here. I have camera. I'm going to know exactly where you are.
I would almost maybe like to see Easy Gamers take a hard shift. There's so much committed to this, but oh my goodness. Forward press from Easy Gamers gets the double early and finds a triple. Smarmy with the Sheriff comes through. There's at least one takedown from Molly, though, so there is an opportunity to take this back. Another comes out, but Cracker Bargle with the Reyna, now just solidifying this aggression moving forward. Cypher from Adaptive, the only one that remains, attempting to potentially look for an engagement, but again, has the operator. You don't want to lose that, so you're trying to save and just wait for somebody to peek to maybe get an advantage of reducing the eco for the enemy, but goes down and loses the op as well, and you're going to have K-Line pick it up as well.
Yeah, both these teams pretty good at thrifties, it seems like, Rich. I mean, now Smarmy's going to get back his operator, where we saw on the defense was very adept with it. That was also, so again, it's a thrifty round. The economy for Seek and Destroy is still pretty okay. They can get some of their buys in, but man, credit entirely to Cracker Bargle, who hit who beat an operator with a scout or with a just a marshal headshot. The op and took it out of the equation, and then after that, search and destroy. I mean, or seek and destroy weren't able to win that, but it's almost like what we talked about with Smarmy yesterday, where Easy Gamers just tries to outgun you, and a couple of rounds so far, they've just really done so, even in rounds where they had the disadvantage with guns.
I know you said seek and destroy instead of search and destroy. It seems like that though
Yeah.
with adaptive. They're definitely searching and destroying these early rounds, but now with Easy Gamers, they still managed to find an early opportunity. Now having to fall back here with the Molly. And you've got another operator pick from Smarmy. Again, like you said, the fact that you had Easy Gamers pick that up in the previous round is going to lend very beneficial to them. Oh, K-Line able to get the takedown onto Flish. That is not what you want to see. And that will allow the spike to be planted. And now you've got 3 remaining from Adaptive Seek and Destroy to have to rotate around and find value. Smarmy, though, with this operator, doesn't matter whether you're close or far, is going to still be hitting you with either a body or a dome. And you've got now an even exchange, last soul remaining member, 1 versus 4. This is probably just a back off and save what you've got.
I mean, yeah, you got to trade, so you aren't going to get flawless, but especially with Seek and Destroy, you want to keep some of your economy intact, which is what Molly is going to do. I don't think they're going to... I don't believe they'll chase him here at all, so it's going to be a nice win for Seek and Destroy. And again, it's Smarmy who, with the operator, has a lot of key picks that really helps Seek and Destroy win, or Easy Gamers rather, win that round. And again, 10-7. I mean, I keep going back to this because it's really funny where they were just like, oh yeah, we just want to get 1 or 2 wins in like a round, but it's like 7-10. It's like, this is actually like a very close and competitive game. So
I guarantee you they're all sitting there in their jerseys just like, hey guys, we can actually get this. You want to get it?
Yeah.
Do you want to get it?
What do you want to? Do we want to win more? Why don't we just win the entire series right now? You know,
I mean, again, whether or not they do win the series or not, they're winners in our hearts with those jerseys. I'm pretty sure that every captain responded in our chat about that the other day or yesterday, so that was pretty awesome. As now we look into this, you've got Cracker Bargle again on this Reyna playing aggressive. You said earlier that it's very critical to get that lead. Lear gonna block the sight lines as well. Flish just having to unfortunately try and spray into the darkness and find a pick, but can't manage to do so. Easy Gamers, again, in a great position. Argentinian Fox, though, does have the op and needs to find something and starts to get at least 1 into this push.
He needs to be incredibly careful, though, because as you can see on the minimap, there is someone flanking around from the backside. It is a 3v3, and Argentinian Fox gets another one, but he's gonna get zoned out by the Brimstone ulti, and now it's just a solid 2v2. This flank from the Brimstone. They have no idea he's here. He can definitely, if he waits long enough for the Omen, they can definitely just wreck this point completely. Oh, here he is on the flank. He saw him. Oh no, he gave himself away.
The position, the wall bang didn't manage to get anything there either. Now has to push back towards truck and look for the spike. Does get low, manages to go down. Adaptive Seek and Destroy finds the value in that. And honestly, Easy Gamers had a great play looking for the flank, but they just unfortunately gave out too much information early and didn't have the clean sightlines to get that early pick.
Yeah, Caitlyn thought that they were behind the box, tried to go for the wall bang, but they're like, you have time to just play it slow. You can wait for your Omen to maybe peek around or use some sort of utility to help you out, but they had no idea you were coming from that way, so it was an easy just walk up behind them and down smash type of moment. Unfortunately, though, doesn't end up working out for Easy Gamers, and Seek and Destroy finally start to put a win back on the board. 11-7 right here. Oh, that jet, that was so close. Like I was getting nervous myself for that, because I've been in positions where I take that orb and then I'm just sitting there just like waiting for someone to like shoot me, and I'm just like, please don't shoot me, please don't shoot me, please don't shoot me.
Well, somebody's saying please don't shoot me, and that's going to be Easy Gamers with the op in that high ground towards the window. Baby Turtle as well with the daggers primed and ready. Gets a quick reset. Looks for another double dome going into the showers. Now going to try and collapse on the 2 remaining members. Easy Gamers in a very difficult spot. The spike now still being held onto. Could be an opportunity to rotate towards B, but again, it's such a challenge to be in this position because you've got enemies coming from 3 points. There's a triple, almost goes for the quad, but now you've got Yellow Cake just being left out with no wrapping at all, drying out. on the kitchen counter.
Oh god. Okay, we had such a good talk about cake earlier, and then now you're just talking about old crusty
Come
dry
on, you know how
cake
it's
and
like when you cut a piece and you leave it there and you don't wrap it and it gets super crumbly. I mean,
yeah,
come
but like,
on.
but I want to. Okay, yeah, but you know what? We'll talk about this later. You know, we'll have a conversation. But Seek and Destroy on match point here against Easy Gamers. Easy Gamers have a buy available to them. Yellow Cake is going to go for the I almost said AK, but that's not what that is. He's going to go for the Vandal with the light armor, but full buys all around. And this is where Easy Gamers really needs to step it up here if they want to have a chance of winning this game. Molly waiting here patiently. They do not know he's here.
Oh no, Molly gets a double. Gonna toss it out here. Throwing a Molly. Molly throwing a Molly. As you've got Baby Turtle now looking for an op pick, manages to do so. The few minor moments that remain. Easy Gamer has a lot riding on their shoulders with 2 to try and turn this around, but is instantly going to be collapsed. Sage being completely surrounded. Umbrella goes down. K-Line attempts. Manages to at least get the operator out of the fight, so has a little bit of a better opportunity, but it doesn't matter. There is still a numbers advantage coming through on Adaptive Seek and Destroy. They felt confident in the interview yesterday saying, bring it on. And honestly, they feel very confident right now that they claimed the game. But Easy Gamers absolutely put up a stellar fight to make this not an easy win.
Yeah, and for Seek and Destroy, that's their first win of the tournament or of the season so far. So really hats off to them for a really good performance. Specifically, I was really impressed with Molly. Like Flish mentioned it yesterday, Molly's the one who we had to look out for, and the smoke setups and the executes playing around him worked out really well. So I think for Seek and Destroy, I mean, I'm excited to see where they go for the rest of this season so far.
Absolutely. And because that we have an opportunity now to talk to the winning team, we've done it weeks prior, we're going to do it once again. Flish is going to be able to come join us here from Adaptive Seek and Destroy. We'll get another chance to see those lovely frogs in the background, along with getting some intel on how this match went and how they feel. So don't go anywhere, friends, because we definitely want to pick his brain on how this went. Hello and welcome back, friends. We are here with the very ecstatic winner from this round. We have Adaptive Seek and Destroy's Captain Flish, who we got to talk to yesterday. We get a second time around with you. I am RichRad with Kenobi here. How you feeling, my friend?
Feeling good, feeling good. That was just an awesome game.
It was an awesome game to watch.
Yeah.
It really, really was.
It was a lot of fun.
It feels good to get the monkey off your eye. Like, you're finally just like, oh yes, we have a win now.
Yes.
No more goose egg in the win column.
Yeah.
So you guys were like, you mentioned Molly yesterday, like when we were talking to you about like players to watch out for. Those executes, I gotta say, with like the Sage and like with the Molly smokes from the Brimstone, actually like were really, really clean. Did you guys practice that a lot of the time when you guys are in scrims?
Yeah, we try to practice as much as we can. We definitely worked out a couple of kinks moments before the game. But our Brimstone, he's got a playbook of Molly spots. He's got those down. The post plant Mollies. That's almost our entire strat, I'll be honest. Now we have our win in, I can say that without fear.
Right. I mean, honestly, though, even just before we just went live just a second ago, you were even in like the moments prior, like you were kind of a little caught off guard at how close some of those moments were and how caught off guard you were at some of the plays. So what were some of the ones that really were just like, all right, we got to refocus right now, friends?
Yeah, I mean, so I think we went up like 4, and then their captain, the Omen, bought the op and then started checking us. Especially me. He hit me real clean. So that was definitely where we're like, all right, they have guns now, we have guns. Like we gotta slow down. We gotta play a little more methodical. We got split up. We weren't doing our executes.
It was mainly, I think, because Smarmy probably heard you yesterday talking in the interview and then be like, we got our jerseys. We're going to try. I'm going to sit you down for a couple rounds. But again, honestly, it was just still exciting for me and Kenobi to see that back and forth kind of, level of gameplay. I know you even said before there was the matches where it was, kind of heavy one-sided. But to see a real 2 teams competitively in this type of caliber was really, really exciting for even us.
Yeah, it's so fun to play. Like, it's a match game.
Yeah.
It's definitely like I would rather lose and be close than get stomped.
or play ranked, Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine the atmosphere is a little bit better here than playing just like a ranked 5v5 type of thing. But also,
Absolutely.
we saw you break out. I believe you were the Reyna player, correct? If my memory serves me correctly. What do you feel about Reyna? Because I feel like she's very feast or famine as a agent. Like, is it something that you have been practicing for the team mostly? Because I remember yesterday, I'm pretty sure you said you were a Killjoy player.
Oh yeah, I knew I was gonna get called out. We were flipping back and forth. And our Sage was gonna play Killjoy at one point, and then we flip back, and then we were like, all right, we just need somebody to like go in entry slash die. So I was like, well, I can do that.
I can do that. I can use my body as a meat shield.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, now the other thing too is, because again, Sage is not a very heavy pick, and it was also interesting for us to see both teams come out with the Sage, mind you. Did you kind of look to have a little bit of a structure built around the Sage, or was that just more of like a comfort pick? Did you want to have the res? Was it because of like the utility of the wall? What like drove you to focus on bringing that into this round?
Well, this is actually, I think, the biggest difference between like the best teams and the worst teams, because we have a couple star players like Baby Turtle, and if we can just revive him, we're probably going to be all right. So that's why we're going to bring the Sage out. We can buy ourselves time with the slow. We can buy ourselves a little safety with the wall. I think Sage is a pretty like good pick for our teams that are still like trying to figure out everything.
And to evolve.
Full respect to Baby Turtle. When I saw him pull out the knives for the 1v4, I was like, that's my guy.
He was so close.
He almost had it. Like, if he had like just like if he like dinked and then switched, he probably would have 1v4'd. But I like the moxie and the swagger. It's like I can do this. I don't care that I have an operator. I'm going for the 1v4.
It was close. If he had the right click at the end too, right?
Yeah.
Like, but the nerfs came out, so maybe it wouldn't have happened. It's kind of a little RNG.
Right. RNG, I think, in all walks of esports, let's be honest. Well, we do truly appreciate your time. It was fantastic to have you claim the victory, your first victory, have it on stream and be broadcasted today. So it's been awesome to have your team be involved. But again, Easy Gamers also want to send some shout outs to them because again, they made this a little more challenging for you than I think you kind of led going into it. Even with a couple messages, you're just like, yeah, like we're so excited. And it's like, all right, let's check ourselves, friends.
Yeah, they were great. I definitely will be hitting them up for scrimmages. I think that would be like really fun.
Oh my goodness. Well, that is awesome to hear. Well, thank you so very much again, Flish. It's been an absolute pleasure. We hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and even better rest of your weekend. And yeah, happy gaming, my friend. Thank you so much.
Thank you both so much. It's so fun to interview.
Yeah.
Hey,
The
no
league
problem,
is
man.
great.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, my friend. And for those of you, hopefully you found it just as exciting as they did playing it. And if you'd like to maybe feel like you're in their shoes as well, fighting for that #1 charity of your choice to donate some money, you could definitely find out more information in the CEA.gg link below. All of our information, the Discord, the channel, finding out how to be involved. Maybe your corporation can join next season as you could, have a charity of your liking that you could maybe try and work and strive for. Be a competitor up in here. And whether or not you're going to take the #1 spot, as you just saw, Flish and like so many others really just enjoy this time. And it's been an absolute pleasure. Kenobi, this was a great one to have on broadcast today. I'm really excited about it.
It was a lot of fun. We have to have some more conversations about cake and like what the best kinds are because we started really well with like the cake talk and then you just like mentioned some
I
really
know.
awful stuff about it
I
and
know. If you
ruin the
ever leave a
perception
cake
for
out
me.
in the open with no wrapping on it, you are dead.
Yeah, I
to
guess
me.
that's the lesson for those of you out there. Don't leave your cakes out with no wrapping because Rich has described to you exactly what'll happen
Yeah.
if you do
Any
that.
pastry of any kind, let's be honest. Well, unless it's like a croissant or like some kind of pastry where like you want it
What?
to be kind of light and
What?
flaky. Like
Why
cuz
would
then
you
it's
leave a
like
Chris? No, no,
okay, it's
no,
a little
Rich,
okay.
no,
It's not like
no.
overnight leave it. It's like leave it out to get okay, we're going to digress. But again, for all of you that would like to see more of this, definitely take a look in that channel so you can find out what our next broadcast is. We do have our pre-shows every Friday in the afternoon, roughly about 3:30 or 3-ish, depending upon some of the interview times. That does fluctuate a little bit, but we always do have at 11 a.m. PST on Saturdays as we continue through this Swiss format before entering into the playoffs. It has been an absolute pleasure. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, a great weekend. It's been exciting to have you here, and take care, friends.